Right now, watching, but not just waiting. We're prepared for severe weather in the form of thunderstorms and hail, even possible tornadoes, and the risk isn't over just yet.
We're reflecting on a date that may not mean much to you, but one that shattered a Madison family's world.
Also, history up for debate. We'll take you to the Capitol hearing room, where today critical race theories concepts were front and center. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. And thanks for staying with us. Another hot and humid day, another evening with possible severe weather rolling through southern Wisconsin.
We have team coverage of the potential severe weather. There is a tornado watch in effect for most of our area. So let's get right to meteorologist Dana Fulton with your certified most accurate forecast. Dana.
Right now, this line just starting to really move into most of the southwest corner of the state. In fact, right now, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Iowa County. This goes until 5:15. Including downtown Dodgeville, traveling right along Highway 151. We've seen some very strong wind gusts along with the storm, wind speeds in the upper 40s, close to 50 miles per hour. Large hail also possible, and not ruling out the threat of an isolated tornado with these systems that have been moving through so far this evening. Just outside of Highland right now, might be seeing a little bit of rotation along the eastern edge of Grant County, now moving into the western edge of Iowa County. So anyone within this area, that's including North Linden, Montforth, and again, north of Highway 18, need to be in a safe space right now. This is a severe thunderstorm warning currently, but a tornado possible with this. The line currently stretching from the Dells down through Grant County. We're seeing isolated areas in Sauk County right now with heavy rainfall and high winds starting to push into Sauk County. But this line is going to continue to drag southeast, which is why we do have a tornado watch in effect for most of southern Wisconsin until 8 p.m. This line, any of these isolated thunderstorms could certainly spawn up a tornado for us. We still have that alert day in the forecast for today because of the severe weather threat. We'll take a closer look at the timing for the rest of this evening in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Now, whatever weather pops up, emergency officials are asking you to be prepared.
Our Madeline O'Neill is in Sauk County with the message they're sending tonight. Maddie?
Right, we're on Highway 12 driving back from Lake Delton area to Baraboo. Right now, things are okay. It's raining now. When I last caught up with you guys at 4, it was still dry. We've since then gotten some rain throughout the area, but we know things can change really quickly when the conditions for severe weather are right. So even just a few minutes ago, it was really coming down closer by Lake Delton. So that's something emergency officials are keeping an eye on, knowing really anything can pop up. This afternoon, we caught up with Sauk County's Emergency Management Director Jeff Jelinek, who's also keeping a close eye on the radar like you guys here. He says the main concern tonight would be any potential tornadoes, especially now during tourism season when there's plenty of people camping, staying in tents, and campers. And that's why he says it's so important to have some kind of alert system beyond tornado sirens.
They're not designed to wake you up in your bed. So have some type of an alert system, you know, if it's channel 3000, your alerting system, or whatever that may be, make sure you have that.
Now, I also asked about any potential flooding if we get some heavy rain here, but with the river levels where they're at, it's just not a huge concern at this point, but of course something emergency officials are still monitoring. And we'll be out tonight following any severe weather, bringing you updates throughout tonight and tonight again at News 3 Now at 10.
All right, Maddie, thank you so much. Earlier today across the state, this is video of a funnel cloud that happened in Stratford, which is near Wausau. Police say the tornado didn't touch down and there was no damage. Some areas in central Wisconsin did see some flooding, including in Mosinee.
Well, stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecasts, road conditions, and the latest radar. All you need to do is scan this QR code right there on your screen with your phone. If you're unable to do that, you can always download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather.
A firefighter was seriously injured while fighting the large fire that destroyed a warehouse filled with military tires in Fort Atkinson. It happened yesterday afternoon on Oak Street. Officials say a firefighter suffered a cut while fighting the fire. He was taken to UW Hospital where he had surgery and is expected to be okay. 2 2 other firefighters were treated for heat exhaustion yesterday. They are also expected to be okay. Right now, officials say they're just letting the fire burn out because they're low on water supply to fight the flames. The DNR is monitoring air and water quality in Fort Atkinson. The cause of the fire is unknown and still under investigation.
Next at 5, family and friends want you to remember 11-year-old Anissa Scott.
Scott was shot on Madison's east side 1 year ago today and died 2 days later. Since then, her death has been used by many as a call for change. Our Adam Duxter spoke with her family on how they're remembering Anissa today. Adam?
Well, Anissa Scott's mother, Ashley, says to this day, family doesn't refer to her in past tense, but rather in present tense. Just one of the ways they're keeping her spirit alive. Today, more than a dozen released balloons from her memorial off of East Wash. Scott's death resulted in a manhunt that eventually led to the arrest of 3 Madison teenagers. Their charges of first-degree intentional homicide still pending. Scott's family says they're remembering her as the light of the room and say the support they've gotten from the Madison community has made a significant difference.
It means everything. Everybody has been so supportive, from my closest family and friends to everybody in the community, strangers I don't even know. Like, it definitely gives me motivation to just keep going.
Scott's family is planning a public memorial event for her this Friday. And Scott's death highlighted a summer of surging gun violence in Dane County and had many leaders calling for answers. Coming up tonight at 6, why Madison's police chief at the time says he worried things haven't changed.
Adam, thank you. Positive COVID cases have increased 600% in the past month. That's according to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. They say the 7-day average for new confirmed cases is 1,121. DHS says more people are being hospitalized for COVID. Currently, the 7-day average is 435 people hospitalized. That is the highest average since February 16th. The CDC is predicting that new COVID-19 deaths and hospitalizations will go up over the next 4 weeks, and that falls in line with the surge in coronavirus transmission rates over the last month. Upwards of 98% of U.S. residents now live in areas with a high or substantial risk of community transmission. A month ago, that number was just 19%. According to Johns Hopkins University, there have been more than 618,000 COVID deaths so far in the U.S. The CDC predicts the total will have reached between 630,000 and 662,000 by September 4th.
Not much change either when it comes to vaccines in Wisconsin. 49.8% of residents have completed the vaccine series. And in Dane County, 68% of residents have completed their vaccinations. The CDC is closely watching COVID infections among vaccinated people, tracking how likely they are to infect others. More than 7,500 people have been hospitalized or died from the virus after being fully vaccinated, but those so-called breakthrough infections, just a tiny fraction of the nearly 167 million people who are now fully vaccinated.
California will become the first state in the nation to require all teachers and school staff to get vaccinated or undergo weekly COVID-19 testing. The statewide vaccine mandate for K-12 educators comes as schools return from summer break amid growing concerns of the highly contagious Delta variant. Several large school districts in California have issued similar requirements in recent days, including San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and the Long Beach Unified School Districts.
New research suggests the COVID-19 vaccine might not adequately protect cancer patients against coronavirus. One study at Brown University looked at 160 patients with blood cancers who received the vaccine. About 39% of the patients developed COVID-19 antibodies. 3 ended up getting infected with the virus. 1 person died. Researchers there found COVID-19 antibodies were significantly lower among cancer patients 5.5 weeks after the second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine compared to non-cancer patients.
Many schools are continuing to adapt their safety protocols in response to the Department of Public Instruction's latest guidance.
Everyone on campus, staff, visitors, and students, 4K through 12, to be masked for the start of the school year.
Wanakee is the latest district to announce that everyone, regardless of vaccination status, will need to wear masks inside buildings. The school board made that decision Monday night, and it will go into effect next Monday, the 16th. Throughout the pandemic, the school's director of secondary instruction, Tim Schell, has found ways to keep kids and the community safe and says this is just the latest way the district is doing that.
You know, we're certainly very supportive of vaccination. You know, that is a family's decision to make, but we've worked very closely with our partners in Dane County Public Health.
Wanakee is among the districts giving families the option to learn in person or virtually, although 99% of students are opting to return to the classroom. We'll have more on that coming up tonight at 6.
Dozens of people crowded into the state capitol today to debate bills that would ban schools from teaching systemic racism. While critical race theory isn't specifically named in the legislation, it was a big part of the discussion as the phrase becomes a key part of the conservative political platform nationwide. If the bills are signed into law, it would allow lawsuits and dock state funding against schools who violate the bill's guidelines for how to teach history.
Ground is broken for a controversial military project on Madison's north side.
1, 2, 3.
The 115th Fighter Wing and community leaders held a groundbreaking ceremony for a new F-35 flight simulator facility. The simulators will allow pilots to train on various scenarios and in some cases can replace actual flight time. This facility is the first of 19 construction projects for the 115th Fighter Wing as it prepares for the eventual bed down of the F-35 Lightning II in Madison.
The F-35, no doubt, will be a frontline deterrence, and we're ready for its challenge at the 115th. There's no better wing that the Air Force could have chosen to maximize this platform.
Many people are against F-35 fighter jets being based at Truax Field. They claim the jets would increase noise in the area and could have other environmental impacts.
A veteran is getting a dream flight on his birthday. We'll take you on his journey. That's coming up next at 5.
The new school year is right around the corner. Why administrators are still making virtual learning an option and what doctors recommend you do today. We'll have that story coming up tonight at 6.
And some mixed results midweek trading on Wall Street. The Dow up 220 points. NASDAQ loses 23. S&P adding 11. And we'll be right back.
It's Slumberland's anniversary sale. Get a complimentary 4-night hotel stay at over 400 great hotels. Plus an extra 20% off when you spend $3,000 or more. Buy more, save more, and get the trip. Now at Slumberland.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
Whoa, that was easy. I can't believe I got 2 pairs for under $80. I was worried about switching to Progressives, but they made me feel great about it. Like a star. A star with lipstick on her teeth.
2 pairs starting under $40, only at iMart Express.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Since 1976, Feldco stood the test of time. It's Feldco's 45th anniversary! Time to get down! To celebrate Feldco's 45th anniversary, get 45 45% off windows today. That's cause for a celebration.
45% off windows won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Slumberland's anniversary sale. Spend $1,000 and get a complimentary 2-night hotel stay, plus an extra 10% off. See our huge selection of top brands like Sealy and Tempur-Pedic. Buy more, save more, and get the trip. Now at Slumberland.
Hi, folks. We're down to our final 2 days of our back-to-school drive and giving you yet another reason to donate.
The kids you're helping, the support we're seeing from the community, and how simple it is for you to get involved from your own home. That's Thursday morning.
A News 3 Now investigation uncovered hundreds of workplace safety complaints during the pandemic.
Just 12% were followed up with an inspection.
Too many frontline workers were exposed to COVID.
Taking action to get the information you deserve. News 3 Now investigates. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A World War II veteran is getting an early birthday gift today, one that he will never forget.
It's thanks to a service group that's offering veterans one last dream flight. Talil Moladin shares the story.
Well, I'm ready.
Okay, go for it.
In Rock County today, one last mission for veterans like Lewis Harnett.
This is Clarence. Clarence just flew.
Trust her, she's a good driver. I hope so. When I saw you're here, so that's encouraging.
No small feat for the Madison native who's almost 100 years old, serving during World War II and the Korean War.
Now then I'll bring this leg up and over.
First of all, I mean, he's fearless, right? He's 97 years old, and he's flying around in an open cockpit biplane.
He took flight in a Boeing Stearman over Janesville.
Claire.
The same kind used to train Harnett's fellow World War II veterans in the late 30s and early 40s.
This is quite an honor to be able to be honored on these flights.
And though he caught a bit of unexpected wind in the air,
I was not white-knuckled. I was relaxed. Everything went fine, but I was glad to get down.
He says the trip was special.
Brave Lou, because we faced the weather, huh?
Dream Flight's volunteers say the goal of these trips is not just to honor those who have served our country, but also help put a sparkle in their eyes.
You know, before you take off, they look back at you with just such excitement, or even getting in the airplane like, oh my goodness, I did it. This is happening.
And for Harnett, that meant bringing along a photo of his brother, fighter pilot Donnie Caldwell, along on the trip.
I'm sure he saw what was going on, but he could hardly believe that his older brother would even get in one of these airplanes and fly. So, in honor of my brother, too.
In Janesville, Talil Moladin, News 3 Now.
Oh, Lou, congratulations. Dream Flights is working to share the experience as part of Operation September Freedom, with more than 1,000 World War II veterans in more than 300 cities nationwide.
Well, our meteorologists staying busy this week. Man, more severe weather today. Dana Fulton joins us now with the very latest. Dana.
It has been an active few days. That's just continuing on for us this evening. This is the line that we've been watching. In fact, right now, an extension on this severe thunderstorm warning in Iowa County, Dodgeville included in that, going right along Highway 18. This severe thunderstorm warning now in effect until 6 p.m. So an extension on that previous warning. We're seeing wind speeds in the 50 to 60 mile per hour range. Quarter-size hail certainly possible with this storm. And we still have that threat of a tornado. This line of storms has already produced a history of tornadoes, and we've already seen a few reports on the ground. So this is actually the area just northwest of Dodgeville, outside of Highland, that I'm most concerned about right now. Seeing some broad rotation there. This is a look at our velocity. It gives us a look at the different layers of the atmosphere, the different wind speeds, and the different wind direction. When we're seeing those blended colors, it's an indication that there is a little bit of rotation right now. Still quite broad, though, but that's certainly the area that we're keeping a close eye on. Also seeing hail tracks with this storm stretching from Fenimore through Highland and now approaching Dodgeville. So anyone within the severe thunderstorm warning does does need to get inside, get under an anchored shelter right now because these wind speeds in the 50 to 60 mile per hour range. I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing wind gusts even higher than that and the threat for hail. So this storm still in Iowa County, but it is going to continue to travel east and move into Dane County here over the next about 30 to 40 minutes. So Mount Horeb, Black Earth, next in line, Blue Mounds as this continues to move east. So we've been watching this line move through. We have storms right now up in Sauk County, not seeing the severe threat really in Sauk County right now, but throughout southern Wisconsin, a tornado watch still in effect for the rest of this evening. This line has a history further north of producing tornadoes, so we all want to make sure that we're prepared for the rest of the evening. However you get your alerts, if you use your phone, make sure your phone is charged and ready to go. If you use the weather radio, make sure that's tuned to your county because this line is bringing in damaging winds, hail, heavy rainfall, and that threat for isolated tornadoes. I want to look at the timing now. Again, these storms in Iowa County, a few isolated storms up in Sauk County right now. It seems to be building a little more strength as it moves southeast, but moving through a little quickly over the next few hours. Our model runs starting to push much of the heavier rainfall through the area by 8, 9 o'clock. Overnight, skies will become partly cloudy, and by tomorrow morning, we're back to sunshine. So this is a similar setup to what we saw yesterday, where the line moves through, and we really don't have any severe weather threats behind that line. For your Thursday, another warm and humid afternoon. High temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s, and there will be a slight chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm passing through for your Thursday. By Friday, we move into a better pattern for the weekend. Temperatures early in the morning in the 50s, afternoon high temperatures trending in the upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. So we drop back on the heat, we drop back on the humidity, and we drop back also on the potential for any showers and thunderstorms to come through for us for Friday and heading into the weekend. Tomorrow, high temperatures again, upper 80s, close to 90 degrees. So we still have one more hot and humid day. Slight chance for a late shower or thunderstorm passing through for your Thursday. Friday, we're back to sunshine. It's cooler outside and it's less humid. That's where we'll stay for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Looking ahead to the start of next week, high temperatures trending pretty close to average in the low 80s with partly sunny skies, overnight lows in the 50s. So it does look like we're in a drier stretch for quite some time, continuing through most of the extended forecast. By the end of next week, we might start to see a small chance for some showers to build back in, but we at this point can certainly use a break in the rain. As far as traffic conditions right now, the Beltline's seeing a few slowdown spots. The interstate north and southbound through Dane County and Rock County right now, not seeing any delays. In downtown Janesville, we do have those construction spots, but otherwise downtown nice and smooth for us. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, sending close to 17 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic, and of course, we're going to continue to keep an eye on our radar and have any updates as conditions warrant. Eric.
All right, Dana, thank you so much. A Madison man chalking up his neighborhood daily. Find out why this message is one for everyone looking for a little positivity in their lives. His story next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's time for back to school, so get to Rogan's today for styles your kids will love. Plus, save the receipt and the next pair is half price. Family Savings gets an A+ at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really? It's funny how that always happens.
It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You could also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay.
Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet. That's the BMO effect. And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
Maintain your lawn and your vehicle with help from Menards. Works has the outdoor power equipment you need to keep your yard looking great. All Works outdoor power equipment is 11% off. Keep your vehicle at peak performance with Valvoline Daily Protection Motor Oil. Specially formulated for the full life of the engine with advanced additives for full year protection. Valvoline Motor Oil is 11% off. Save 11% on everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Important healthcare announcement.
If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Pick up this month's Madison magazine to celebrate our 40th annual Best of Madison winners. Get to know Forward Madison FC's colorful head coach. And visit Jefferson County food stands for a taste of summer. Madison Magazine on newsstands now. Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning top industry honors for outstanding journalism and design, including the coveted prize for general excellence in the 36th Annual National City and Regional Magazine Awards.
I kept my receipt from the last time I was at Rogan's to save even more and back to school for my kids. The shoes I'm getting today are half price. I get the best savings for my family at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. A Madison man is sharing the message that you don't have to wait for happy things to happen. You can create them yourself.
And Jamie Perez shows us how the 20-year-old is changing attitudes in his neighborhood, one box of chalk at a time.
Sometimes all it takes is a box of chalk, a blank canvas, and an attitude like Dean Johnson.
I love the colors, I love the patterns, and I love the people.
Johnson started chalking up the sidewalk on his block on Madison's west side during the pandemic.
I'm pretty go with the flow with this.
It's his way of bringing more light and positivity into his life and his community.
I think I've met more people in like the last few months of doing this in this neighborhood than I have in my 20 years of living here, and it's just great because you don't really get grumpy people, you get quite happy people. They like see this and they're like, oh, I'm having a little bit of a better day.
Johnson has found a way to do one positive thing for himself and others every day, turning things he can't control into something he can.
Like today, like we got this section of the sidewalk, and then it'll rain. It's around 3 p.m. and then we'll get to start all over again.
Does it just, I mean, you put so much work and effort into this. Does it discourage you whenever it rains and it's like all your work is washed away?
I mean, like the first time I got a little discouraged, but then I was like, no, because this just means the next time I can just do something completely different.
He just hopes his positivity and desire for a better world.
I like when people are happy.
Rubs off on everyone else who walks by.
There's so much negativity, you know, and it's great to have some positivity.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
Boy, he's right. Johnson and his neighbors are hosting a block art party August 28th, 9 to 5. He's inviting anyone to come up and chalk up the sidewalk with him that day on Rose Road, or maybe even start something in your own neighborhood. Well, final check of your First Warn forecast, the very latest after a short break.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Are your taste buds ready for Madison Magazine's Summer Taste Tour? Starting August 1st through the 21st, tour the city of Madison to restaurants, breweries, distilleries, and wineries to sample and participate in Madison Magazine's scavenger hunt. Visit madisonmagazine.com for a map of participating businesses and scavenger hunt details. Madison Magazine Summer Taste Tour, August 1st to the 21st. Taste the goodness. Sponsored by Schuster's Farm. Come out for Blooms and Butterflies starting August 6th. Live music, beer, wine, and taco cart. Visit schustersfarm.com for tickets.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
Let's get back to Dana. Final check of the forecast.
Right now, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Iowa County. This includes Dodgeville, stretching towards the Highland area until 6 p.m. The threat with this, we have high wind speeds, 50 to 60 miles per hour, possibly large hail, and really not ruling out the chance for this to spin up in a tornado. Primarily concerned about that threat outside of Clyde, south of Lone Rock right now. We're seeing some really broad rotation, but still an area of high concern. And in general, anyone within this warned area does need to be inside at this point. We're seeing, again, high wind gusts and heavy rainfall. This is going to continue to move east into Dane County, and we'll continue to have updates throughout the night as necessary.
They will keep us posted, folks. We're back in 30 minutes. CBS Evening News coming your way next.